What's up guys, just Mercy here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we have got a new episode of potential transfers and we've got 9 players to cover in this episode guys. So if we can smash 2,000 likes, there'll be another transfer video tomorrow. In the comments below, leave your thoughts on today's rumours and other rumours that I should do in the next episode. And if you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content. Also, if you missed my first video from today, that'll be down below in the description box. I actually done an Eremenko team of the season squad builder and honestly it's one of the most fun teams I've ever used. And also finally, I just forgot to mention this, at the time of recording this video right now at 6 PM on Monday afternoon, none of these transfers are 100% completed. Right, first up we have got the Belgian Axel Witsel potentially going to the San Siro and AC Milan. He could be leaving Zenit St. Petersburg, but again, AC Milan this summer seem to have a very big intent of spending money and trying to get back to what they were. And the Gazzetta dello Sport, I believe it's like an Italian newspaper or something like that, are saying that Milan appear to have won the race for Axel Witsel, who's set to join the club for around 21 million, beating Chelsea, who were also interested. Some other big names actually linked with AC Milan right now include Zlatan Ibrahimovic and also Jackson Martinez. So they're going in the right direction to try and get back to what they used to be, and Witsel could be the start of that. And the second player is going to be Soldado, potentially leaving Tottenham. And for me, this one is quite inevitable because he's had a very poor first 2 seasons, and he's definitely not lived up to the price tag that they initially paid for him a couple of years ago. But the Daily Mirror are saying that Galatasaray, the Turkish giants, are interested, and it could be up to a 15 or more million pound loss for Tottenham. I think the initial fee that Tottenham actually paid for Soldado was around 30 million pounds. The Daily Mirror today are saying that Tottenham are prepared to accept 15 million euros from Galatasaray, but Galatasaray feel they can get him for just 12 million. Then you go as far as converting that into pounds, and I think it's like 10 million pounds, so it's a massive loss on the Spaniard right there for Tottenham. The next player is going to be Van Dik, potentially joining the Premier League. So Van Dik has been linked to a hell of a lot of clubs recently, probably due to how well he's actually doing for Celtic right now. The Daily Express are saying that Swansea are very much keen on bringing the Celtic centre-back into the club, but there's also Newcastle, Southampton and Sunderland also wanting his signature. And there's probably a lot of European teams on top of that list as well. The next player is going to be a Papis Cisse, potentially leaving Newcastle, again to Turkey this time like Soldado, Besiktas. And Daily Star are saying the Turkish club are considering a move for the out-of-favour striker, and there's no fee mentioned, but again I could probably see this one happening. It's actually really strange to see Papis Cisse as kind of a decline, you could call it, because a couple of years ago he was bagging in goals for fun, and then he kind of dropped off the face of the earth for a little bit. Nevertheless, Papis Cisse could be his way to Besiktas, and the player after that is going to be Alex Song, potentially going to Chelsea. I suppose the only reason it seems strange is because he's not usually the type of caliber player Chelsea are linked with, but nevertheless, Daily Telegraph and multiple other media outlets are saying that Chelsea are considering a move for the Barcelona CDM, because last season, as everyone knows, he spent out on loan at West Ham, and apparently they do actually want him a permanent, but West Ham, I don't know what the reason is with them, but it is saying that Chelsea want him on a free transfer, but Barca want £5 million, and Mourinho may have to pay that as he's looking for midfield backups for the likes of Matic, Cesc Fabregas and players like that. And the next player after that is going to be another potential Chelsea player, and that is going to be John Stones. And personally, I really rate John Stones as a young centre-back, and hopefully he is part of the English national team very soon. He was actually playing right-back for a period of time, but honestly centre-back is his preferred role. And I think if he does go to Chelsea, it wouldn't only be good for Chelsea, but for England it'd be absolutely awesome as well, because of that partnership with Gary Cahill. Back onto the room then, and the Sunday Express are saying that Chelsea are considering a move for the young English centre-back, and Everton would demand a big fee to get him, but again, it could be very much possible this summer. And the player after that is going to be Petr Cech again, this time leaving Chelsea and going to Arsenal. So this one I think is like 99% done, so by the time this actually uploaded, it could even be 100% done, and it could be an Arsenal player. But multiple sources, again, multiple stories as well. The first bit is on about Roman Abramovich potentially giving him £4 million as a leaving present. Again, that doesn't really affect the transfer or anything, it just means that he is getting a present from Chelsea, and he wants first team football. That's the main reason he is going, because Courtois, everyone knows how good Courtois is, and obviously Petr Cech has struggled to get back in that Chelsea team. But it's very similar to the Van der Sar situation a few years ago back at United, and that was a huge success. And now onto Sky Sports News, it does say Cech has agreed terms, but the clubs cannot agree a fee. But then again, straight after that, this is about an hour ago now, it says that he has signed for £11 million and could face Chelsea in his very first game in the Charity Shield. The second to last player though is going to be Dimitri Payet, potentially leaving Marseille and joining West Ham in the Premier League. The Sunday Telegraph are saying that they have had previous interest, again at multiple bids before this, and they've submitted a new offer of around £14 million to try and lure Marseille into selling their playmaker. And finally, and probably the biggest one of the day, this is going to be Sergio Ramos potentially joining Manchester United. You may have actually seen this on Twitter and other social media, whatever, over the last couple of days. And again, it's multiple sources, and this one would be huge. Huge, but at the same time, probably very, very unlikely. It says that Real Madrid officials have met with Manchester United to try and complete the deal for David De Gea, but United countered that, and they want Sergio Ramos in return for the Spanish goalkeeper. But in turn, this could also be the agent trying to get a bigger contract for Sergio Ramos at Real Madrid. He's actually been linked to a move away before, prior to this, I think it's to Chelsea, and just the reports, there's so many rumours and stuff like that, but Rafa Benitez, I don't believe starts until July the 1st. So that then would probably mean there's no in or out transfers at Real Madrid until that date, guys. So that's been the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, smash the like button. 2,000 likes would be absolutely awesome. In the comments below, know your thoughts on today's rumours and other rumours I should do in the next episode. If you're new to my channel, click that subscribe button for daily FIFA content, and check out today's previous video in the description below, guys. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.